Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head. The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they found in their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons for this. To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere. And the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope.
Oh, I got it.
After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door. Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold-leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside. Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder. To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance.
What?
Of the 3 empty rooms,
Table.
the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle. Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the caged child song. When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan: to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found a floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body. And while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room. Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark.
You know, Shuichi, being a detective, should have actually known not to mess up any evidence.
Well, he's only beginning detective. He's actually sent out.
However,
Yeah.
the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the
Oh,
circle.
you were talking about the salt?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize that would be part of the evidence.
But now
And they were all
we know the
freaking
circle.
out because
We know the culprit drew the magic circle.
they needed to not go around to go to the circle. I mean, to go to her and check their
Yeah.
body.
Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind the murder.
Complete.
That's where my detective
And then
work
you have
leads
the
us.
vote.
It all fits.
I have to select him.
Sweet Korekio, there are times when it's necessary to admit defeat.
Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Mom. Table.
Unfortunately, yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
If it's over there, it will be harder.
My one regret. My only regret
Oh, he said it twice.
was not being able to make 100 friends.
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends.
Hey,
Because
dude.
I just used it.
Again?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, it's so unfortunate. I was so close to 100.
How is he close to 100 when there wasn't even clearly 100? Or close to 100 people.
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already.
Roger that! One voting time! Coming up!
Maybe he considers his murderers friends?
Oh. You think that wasn't the first time he's done that?
No.
Or even the second? Wait, what are we supposed to be doing?
You're supposed to keep clicking it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because the words were on top.
Spotless finally face off. It's voting time! Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the results.
Oh, he even voted for himself? Okay.
Maybe his female version of him voted for him.
Chosen as the blackened. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
You know, your character still hasn't gotten his lab yet. Almost everybody else's lab has appeared.
No, there has been a couple.
I said almost.
Basically, all three of the lab suits just appeared, just died, so. Maybe having a lab is a bad thing.
Ha.
Absolutely right!
This is the third correct verdict in a row.
All right!
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. How's this gonna last that long?
Yeah.
For now,
It's finally over.
No.
No, not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Why did you kill Angie and Tenko?
Right.
Yeah, he no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have. Motive? Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder? Don't tell me, were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito?
Shut up!
Shut up. I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it? Because we're friends, I'll tell you, I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that. What? So it has nothing to do with that, with the motive? Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
There is that I love.
Someone that I love, okay. From the bottom of my heart, someone so dear, someone I long for.
I love her with all my heart.
Oh.
And she loves me with all her heart.
Does that mean he loves himself?
Mm-hmm. Yes. We vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate. None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
Bragging about your perfect love. Love life. Fuck you. Some of us aren't that lucky. So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape?
Don't tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tenko? But why did you need to kill both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. Inside?
Yeah, his other personality.
Don't look at me. I'm not his lover. Calm down. No one would want a disgusting shit-stuffed bitch like you anyway. Wow, that was mean.
Hey!
Kyo, who is it? Who's this person you love? Is it really one of us? No? When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy. I mean inside me.
Sister.
The one I love lives inside me. My dear... Wait. His sister... Do you think his real sister died and then just...
Yeah, and then he decided to take on her personality.
Yeah.
Maybe he killed her.
Don't look at me. I'm not his sister. Well, duh. If you were...
Wait.
Whatever is the matter? I loved her so deeply, and she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us. They called it forbidden love, but none could stop the love we shared. Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth. The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth. For my beloved sister.
Always messing around.
No. Huh?
Sister.
It was very sickly. You
can talk.
I know, but she was always in and out of it
Okay, just don't.
since she was,
Well, you're talking very quietly.
ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
Even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends for my dear deceased sister. Deceased?
Do you understand?
My sister is now a ghost, so her friend should be Oh.
Oh, my beloved sister.
For sister's sake, I've killed many to send her 100 friends.
Right. He killed before.
They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sister's friends.
Incomprehensible.
This is too impossible to understand. Too impossible.
Sister.
Sister is very happy.
Yes.
I'm very happy. Okay, shut up. Could it be the lipstick version of Kyo is...
I'm Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little brother.
What?
What the hell?
Yes.
After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught. I nearly went mad. Well, actually, I think you did go mad.
I think it was nearly
But sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside of me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely.
Korekio.
Okay. Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love. Ooh, she's mad. Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick. You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here.
What was that?
Seems like he was already crazy before he got here. You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. Joel.
Stop it up. Don't touch
You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sister's friends. So does that mean if someone that he didn't like, he wouldn't have put the, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
I forgot what. A sickle?
Angie was just a mistake.
For being sister's friends. Only girls? I see. So when we were deciding on who should be the medium, before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. You said it would work best with a girl. I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Miyu, they were all worthy. All worthy of being sisters' friends. All worthy?
Why, you?
Hey, how come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care. Then the second victim could have been me. Tenko died in place of me. Then I'll do it.
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
Okay. She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko. Infiltrate? Really? But how did you? It was obvious to me. I have studied many people. Yes, she stood up against the darkness of this school all by herself. all for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for sister.
Ew.
I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko. Though I was planning on having you become sister's friend too, eventually.
No way.
What, you do all that for? You did all that just to kill. For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
Let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course, but more than that,
For my beloved sister.
I wanted to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling.
Are you okay?
You look kind of pale. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place. But Angie walked in on me preparing and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else too. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister.
Correggio.
You're such a thoughtful little brother, but it was bad to get greedy. You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Kyo's crime. I'm just calling him Kyo. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That's right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister?
How?
That wrong. That's so wrong. Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
Even though I'm a ghost now, I am always by Kyo's side.
Sister.
Cut it out already.
What was
I
that?
don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing's making sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tenko have to die for something so unfair?
Well,
Because death is unfair.
and another.
All deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Because everyone likes unfair deaths. Oh, no mind. Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. Man, if people were watching this, they would get a kick out of it. If people were watching this, knock off the bullshit. Only sick fucks would enjoy watching this.
You got me.
Hell yeah, if I wasn't in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching.
So then,
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
Sister.
I think I shall go and see her now.
Sister.
I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
Correggio.
Yep.
Oh,
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started.
it's punishment time.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time.
Huh?
Punishment time?
Sister.
At long last, I'll finally get to see you again.
That's right.
From now on, no one will try to stop us. Be together without having to hide our love from others.
But what?
Wait, I can't accept this.
therefore,
Like I said, there's no such thing as a death that can be accepted.
from an
Why do you think so many different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease? The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with death also determines how you live. Yes.
What was that?
That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that forces death?
Love it! I prepared a very special punishment.
For ultimate anthropologist Kiyoshinguji.
I shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over you.
That's right.
Yep.
Humanity is beautiful.